to start with. Okay, so let's say there are, how many people came to your mom's birthday, roughly?
What?
How many people came to your mom's birthday?
There's a lot.
Like estimate 20. Does 20 sound right? 30?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that 20 people, let's say you want to have a party. Sorry, you want to have a party and 20 people are going to show up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you want to charge everyone $10 at the door. Okay. So if you charge everyone $10 at the door, how much money do you have to spend on food?
How much money do you need to spend on food?
Do
You
you
should
have
have
to spend on food?
10. No, two.
You have $2. But there's 20 people and you're going to charge $10 at the door per person. So everyone that comes in is going to hand you $10. How much money will you have when everyone comes in?
How much money do you have? You can have $2.
No, sorry. So let's just say one person comes through the door. Okay. One person comes through the door. How much money are they going to hand you?
They're gonna give you $10.
Okay. And let's say a second person comes in through the door.
They'll give you $10.
Okay. And so there's going to be 20 people that come through the door. How much money are you going to have total? Everyone's going to give you $10, but there's 20 people that come through the door.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, how much money will how much money will you have if everyone gives you $10?
If everyone gives me $10, they will give you
Try to tell me what I'm asking for. Tell me in your own words what I'm asking you to determine.
about tell me how much money do they give you back whenever you pay $10?
So you're holding a party and like, let's say I come through the door, I'm going to hand you $10. And then your dad comes to the party, he's going to give you $10. And your mom's going to give you come to the party, and she's going to give you $10 and so on. And 20 people are going to do that. Is that clear? So how much money will you have when that's all over?
How much money will you have when it's all over? You can have yourselves all the way. You can have yourselves all the way to $100.
How did you come up with $100?
Because like you said, 10 people to like 20 people can give you $10 each, and then you can get 100.
But what math operation did you use to find that, to determine that?
Addition.
Okay, what did you add?
What did you add? I added 10. I added 10 plus 90.
Okay. So 10 plus 90, and that is 100, but that's one person and then 9 persons. So that's only 10 people.
Yep.
But it's 20. It's 20 people are coming through the door.
Yeah, 20 people come from the door.
They each give you $10. So it's more than 100.
Yeah.
Do you understand my question or not?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're just making, I mean, I don't know why you gave me 90. That's not part of this.
Because money is just harder for me to do.
Right. But it's the same as, I'm asking you to multiply.
10 times 10.
It's not 10 times 10 though. It's 10 times however many people are coming.
20.
Okay. So you've got to multiply those two numbers.
That equals 200.
200, right? So you're going to have $200 to spend.
Yeah.
Now let's say you want to spend 30%. Let me write this down differently. 30% of the money on games. Okay, so you're going to spend 30% of the money on games.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so let's figure out, I'm going to ask you a much simpler question. What is 10% of $200?
10% of $200. 10% of $200, that's 20.
That's 20. So notice that 30% is
Mhm.
3 times as much as 10%. You see that 30% is 3 times as much as 10%?
Yeah,
So if you want 30% of 200, you multiply 20 by 3. What is 20 times 3?
20 times 3 is 60.
60. Great. Now out of that $200, let's say you want to spend 60% on food.
Yeah.
So to answer this question, you need to figure out what 10% is.
What 10% is? What 10% is for 60%, right?
Yes.
That's 6.
No, 10% of 200. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. That's 20%, and then you have to divide by 60.
So just like the last problem, you have to first figure out 10%. What is 10%? What is 10% of 200?
20.
Okay. So it's 20.
Yeah.
So 10% is 20. Now, if you want to go to 60%, what are you multiplying by?
What are you multiplying by? You're multiplying by 10%.
10 to go to 60 is multiplied by what? What do you multiply 10% by to go to 60%?
6.
6. So you also need to multiply 20 by 6.
And that's 120.
120. Okay, very good. All right, so I guess we'll do some SAT prep today.
Yeah, money. I'm the well, I tried my best on my math and my PSAT. I was like halfway to green.
Yeah, well, you're just going to keep working at it, and that's what's going to help you to get an even better grade.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about an average problem. Let's look at an average problem. Okay, so we're going to look at 2 data sets.
Uh-huh.
We're going to look at data set A and data set B. Okay, so I want you to find the average of data set A. Now, to find an average, here's what you have to do, Sourish. You have to add up all the numbers. And then you
Okay.
divide by the number of numbers. So you have to count how many numbers there are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you calculate this for us? Can you add up
Yes.
all these numbers in the
Yes.
top?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
$28, and then 28 divided by 7 is 4.
Okay, very good. So I want you to find the average of data set B.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now the same thing for B right there. I'll be
Yep.
doing that. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Plus 2, 6. 6 plus 3. Nine plus 3. Twelve plus 4 is 16, and divide by 7. Wait. 7 doesn't go to 16. Just 2.
That's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly. Are you how confident are you that you have the right answer though?
How confident?
Yeah, I mean, this is right though. So,
Well-
so what, put it in your calculator. Do you have a calculator?
Calculator, I think it's in my backpack. Should I go get it?
Yes.
I am a scientific calculator.
Yes.
So I have to divide 7 divided by 16.
The other way around, 16 divided by 7.
Okay. Two point two. 2.28.
Let's go. Okay, so let's go 2.28. That's fine. So,
Yeah.
so to summarize, data set A is 4 and data set B is 2.28. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to look at some statements. You're going to read these statements and you're going to tell me which of these statements matches what you just determined.
Okay. Okay. C.
So the mean of data set A is less than the mean of data set B. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
What does less than mean to you?
Less than. Well, 4 is wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. It's D. I'm sorry about that. I thought
Yeah, D is correct because it means greater than. What does greater than mean?
greater than, it means it needs to be bigger than the smallest number.
It means it's much larger or bigger.
Yep.
Okay. Any questions on that? How to calculate a mean?
How to calculate how to calculate a mean.
Yes.
Nope, that's good.
All right. So let's look at another problem here. Let's say the male students in a class have the following ages: 14, 15, and 16. And the female have the ages of 18 and 20. I want you to find the average of each for us, please.
The average for that right there, for the male, the average for the age is 15 because 15 is between 14 and 16.
Okay, that's true.
And for the female, it is 19.
Very good. Now, if you combine the two, the males plus the females, the ages are 14, 15, 16, 18, and 20. Could you calculate the average of these, please?
And the average, could you calculate that? The average,
Yes. Of them together.
like add them?
Well, how do you find the average? What's the formula to determine the average?
You have to subtract.
What would you be subtracting? Let's go back to the previous problem. How did we find the average of data set A?
You have to add all those up and then divide by the meaningful number.
The number of numbers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you would never subtract. I want you to find the average of this group of numbers, please.
Okay. 16,
How did you come up with 16?
because 16 is between it, because 16 is a median average.
No,
Between,
sorry, you have to add them up and then divide by the number of numbers.
okay, not a problem. 97.
No, you have to add them up, Sourish.
I
Add them
did
up.
that. I did that.
Well, then what do they add up to?
Let me try this again. $83.
Okay, and what do you divide by? How many numbers do you have?
How many numbers? How many numbers do I have? 5. And 83 divided by 5. 16.6.
Very good. Okay. So how do you find an average, Sourish?
First of all, you have to add all of them and then find the number of how many numbers you added, and then you have to divide.
Very good. Okay. Let's look at another problem here. Okay, can you read this starting at the top here, please? Can you read that for us, Sourish?
Yeah. The table below shows the high and low temperatures in Houston, Texas during the 5-day period. Temperatures in Houston, Texas, degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, good. So I want you to find the average of the high temperatures.
Okay. So the high temperature.
I want you to find the average.
Okay. Not a problem. $347 and then divided by 5.
Okay, give me that final answer, please.
69.4.
Okay, now I want you to do the same thing for the low temperatures.
Okay. The low temperature right now.
Yes.
$48.8.
Okay. Very good. Now I'm going to give you the question and you have to answer it based on the information we just found.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I want you to read the question and tell me the correct answer, please.
Read the question and tell me what is the correct answer. What is the mean low temperature? 48.8.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit different question here.
Different?
Yeah, why not? Okay, so it's the same table, but here is your question. What is the mean temperature on Monday? What is the mean temperature on Monday?
Okay. What is the mean temperature on Monday? Should I add 73 and 49?
Yes. And I'm glad you asked. That's great.
122.
Say that one more time.
122.
Yeah, but what's the average?
The average. Divide by 2. 61.
61. Very good. Let's do another one here. What is the mean temperature on Friday?
What is the mean temperature on Friday? Okay. The mean temperature on Friday. Well, let me figure this out. $72.
72. Okay, now this would be the SAT question. How much, oops, sorry, let me not put it there, right there. How much greater is the mean temperature on Friday compared to Monday?
How much greater is the mean temperature on Friday compared to Monday? $72.
It wants to know how much greater.
How much greater?
Yes, it's saying, do you agree that the mean temperature on Friday is larger than the mean temperature on Monday?
Yes.
Okay. So how much greater is it?
72.
No. The high score in a video game is 72. Your score is 61. How much greater is the high score compared to yours?
Should I add those two?
No. Do you understand my question about the high score
Yeah,
in a game?
I was saying that the mean, you know what, maybe 72 must be, maybe something that was divisible by 72, right?
How about 72 minus 61?
Yes.
Why are you subtracting? Why is that the right answer here?
It's not subtracting, okay? It's
It
not
is
subtracting.
subtracting. Yes, it is, Sourish.
But you
It is.
said that it's not.
No, I just said that it is subtracting. I said,
But you
why is,
just said that. But okay.
so when a question asks you how much greater, it's asking you to take the larger and subtract the smaller.
Okay, I got an answer. It's 11.
It's 11. Very good. Okay, we're going to take a 3-minute break. So I'll check back with you at 7:31. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sourish, let me know when you're back.
I'm back.
All right. So let's do a strong 14 minutes here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to snip in another type of table that you might see on these standardized tests. Oops. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this together here. So it says the number of seeds in 12 apples. So they're saying there's 12 apples. Okay. And it's like this. It's like they've grabbed an apple and they cut it open. Do you like apples?
I like the fruits.
You like the fruits. Okay. So they cut open an apple and they found that two of them have 3 seeds. Do you see how there's 3 seeds right here? This means that there are 3 seeds in 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of a number set though, there's 3 and 3. That's what this first rectangle means.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next rectangle, this is a little bit more complicated. It means that there are 5 seeds, but there's 4 of them. So there's 5, 5, 5, and 5. The reason I write 4 5s is because there's 4 apples that have 5 seeds.
Yeah. Okay.
Now the next apple has the next apple has 6 seeds. Do you see that?
Yes.
So how many apples have 7 seeds?
How many apples have 7 seeds? 2.
2. So we go 7 and 7. And how many apples have 9 seeds?
3.
1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay. So I want you to determine the mean number of seeds.
Okay.
So you're going to add up all of these numbers. And what are you going to divide by?
You're gonna add up all the numbers. You have to divide by 12.
12. Yeah. So go ahead and do that for us, please.
Okay. $6.08.
Try again.
Well, okay.
Hang on. Well, let me try again. That's not what I have here. So let me try it. Wait, you might be right. I apologize. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
I made a mistake there. Okay, very good. Now let's look at the entire question. Okay. So I'm going to snip in the entire question here. These are SAT questions. You're doing great. You're getting them correct. Okay, so go ahead and look at this question. Go ahead and read starting down here for us, please.
Okay.
What does it say there, please? Could you tell us?
Now, based on the histogram above of the following, which is the closest to the average over the mean number of seeds per apple? Okay.
And you just calculated it. What was the mean?
And what was the mean? 6.08.
So what answer would you give here?
C.
Yes. Very good. All right, let's look at another one of these graphs here.
Okay.
All right, it says here that there's a bunch of integers on the bottom. And for example, 0 here on the left here, that means there is 1 0. There's 1 0, okay? Because the 0 has a height of 1 here. How many ones are there in this data set?
How many ones are there in this data set right there?
Yes. How many ones are there?
One.
Okay. How many twos?
One.
Okay. How many threes?
Three.
So we write 3 of them. How many fours?
Two.
Okay. How many fives?
None. Zero.
Okay. How many sixes?
How many sixes? One.
How many sevens?
How many sevens? One. And eight. One. 9, 0, 10, 1.
Now, what am I going to ask you to do next?
Add all of them.
Find the average.
Yeah. This is going to be on the SAT.
Yes. Now, how many numbers are there?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15.
Nope. I got,
14.
you're just guessing. You just
0,
got,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 11. Yeah, 11.
still not correct. You have to count all of them.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes. Okay, so go ahead and calculate the average for us, please.
Okay. $4.25.
Okay. Very good. Is this difficult?
No.
Okay. All right. All right, so let me give you another data set here. Let's go 14, 14, 14, 16, 16, 16.
Okay.
And then let's throw in a 10 down here and an 18 here. So could you find the average of these numbers, please?
Did you add those numbers? Okay, yeah. $14.75.
14.75. Okay. So this is my question to you. If the lowest number is removed, what happens to the average?
What happens to the average?
Yes.
The lowest number is renewed.
Removed. Like let's say
What happens to the average?
it's gone.
It decreases.
The average decrease. Okay. So let's have you try that. Let's look at that data set. Now, what are you going to divide by this time? How
Okay.
many numbers are in your data set?
How many are in the data set? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you're going to divide by 7. Let's go ahead and
Mhm.
calculate that new average, please.
Okay. Okay, let me just add those things. $15.4.
I'm sorry, what's the answer?
15.4.
Okay, very good. Now, did the average go up or down when you remove the smaller number?
It went up.
That's very good. So when you remove the smaller number, the average goes up. What do you think happens if we remove the larger number?
If you remove the larger number, then we'll just have to find out.
Okay, well, let's find out. Let's add those numbers together.
$14.2.
So did the average go up or down?
Decrease.
It decreased. Okay. All right. So in the little bit of time we have left, let's just talk a little bit more about money again. So
I think we can stop here for today.
that's up to you. And if it's okay with your dad, do you need to get any notes down before we ask your dad to come in?
No.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Matthew.
you can let your dad know we're all done for today.
Yep. Dad. Dad. Dad.